everybody? I'm Hope and welcome to another Naruto Shippuden reaction. Today we're going to be checking out episode 362. We're back to the canon, back to the present with the war. Obito and Madara are about to combat Naruto, Kakashi, and B. The allied shinobi forces are hot on the trail of arriving to help out Naruto and the gang. But will they get there in time? Are Obito and Madara gonna wipe the floor with our main crew? I don't know, but I'm damn excited! I gotta say though, if you haven't watched the Kakashi Anbu arc, you probably should. And if you're saying, but it's filler, stop being lazy and go watch it. It is incredible. 10 out of 10, amazing fucking arc that was fantastic. And I loved it. It was really good. Like, you know, it was just... It was really good. But I don't really have much to say. I'm just excited to get back on track with the canon. We got like a decent chunk of canon, like 14 or so. So it's gonna be a fun blast of a ride as we continue. Kakashi versus Obito. I don't think he's gonna be able to fight him. Oh, I like how we're zooming into his eye. This is actually really neat. We get to hear him thinking! Minato Sensei! We actually get to hear his thoughts during this. None of it matters anymore. You guys gotta realize how young Obito was when he decided to do that. He was like in the same boat as Itachi, having to do shit at such a young age. I'm the son of the fourth Hokage, you know. Damn, bro, stop flexing and chill. Oh, guy, legend. Coughing up blood and still declaring, "Your tough guy act is solid." Ooh, burn! Since you're already dead, bitch. Doesn't matter. Oh, but it's spiraling inward. It is a dragon. I've got nothing to say to you, right? Is this final battle? Oh my gosh! Oh, Kakashi's resolve. Mangekyo Sharingan! Oh, he's sending out the fucking... Mr. Worldwide over here, copy ninja. Oh, wow! Oh! Oh! You're not fighting that well, Kakashi. Oh, no! He just got pulled into his Kamui dimension! Uh-oh. Oh no. Wow, this line. Can't wait for more people to misconstrue it. Ooh. Oh yeah. He's so stressed. I am trash for sure. Oh. You've always been my hero. He's tired. He's like, Obito's, we have the same eyes. Oh, that shot. That shot. He's already told you to shut up. You know, he doesn't want to talk. Just kick in the face. Wow. And Kakashi's just taking it. He can't really fight back because he can't... Oh! Right in the chest. Oh, he's kicking the shit out of you, Kakashi. Do something! Oh, fuck it. He's got like a cross of the chest. Oh, Kakashi's voice acting. You're a hero. All shinobi who survive in this world become trash. Oh. Wow. He admits that they're both trash. His ideology is that all shinobi become trash because of the world that they live in. There's no escaping that. That's so interesting. But Kakashi can't even fight. That's why this is about his resolve. This world is about to come to an end. That's why the Tsukiyomi is the only answer. I see. Whoa! Whoa! Yo! I'm not trash! I'm not planning on becoming trash! I'll never let my comrades die. Guy. Kakashi, that's it. Look at that kid. He is an example. Right there. It's the same line that Kakashi said! I just realized! Oh! But look how tired Kakashi is. He can barely breathe. He has Obito. Oh! Oh! Are you gonna put him in the dimension again? What abilities? What OP? Oh! Dude, why is Obito such a savage? The music here is getting me so hyped. I'm getting chills. Kakashi's drained. Yeah, he can't do it anymore. He can't move. It's over. Switch! Yo! Just do it. Just do it. Oh, are you giving him chakra? What? 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 What the fuck? That's so fucked up. Oh. That's what Kurama was going for. Ooh. Oh, he's forcing his face in there. Oh yeah, that certainly is a... Ooh, he's beating the sense back into you. Oh, hype! Hype! We gotta do this now. Fucking tail Bijou bomb blast. Boys. Obito's like, holy shit, those are big balls. Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah. Okay, those are bloody massive. Oh, is it actually gonna destroy it? Okay, that blast is going really far out. It's like crushing the mountains beyond it. Oh, it's gone? No, that's too easy. That's too easy. No, it's too easy. It didn't. That line was amazing. That line was amazing. Madara, Madara, Sateto, shall we get started? Oh! It's here! The 10 Tails is here! That is one scary looking motherfucker. The 10 Tails is here. Let's go. That episode. That was a perfect return to canon. With this episode, I finished 362 and I'm gonna give it a big hearty rating, big 10 out of 10 rating. I only have a couple of problems with this episode and they are very minor, and you're gonna be like, Hope has problems. No, it's very minor. But you know, I'm gonna retract one of my points, because never mind. The first 2 minutes are taken directly, or not the first 2 minutes, the first minute and like a half are taken directly from the end of the episode before the Kakashi Anbu arc. But you got to realize it's been about like what 3 or 4 months since that aired when the show was airing, so it makes complete sense to like give a little bit of recap of what happened there. It's not like it's 7 minutes, you know. It's actually fine. So I'm gonna retract that point. There is a reuse of a scene in the Anbu filler, which is another problem that I have. It's not that I have a problem with it, it's just that it does take another like minute of runtime, but it is really good for those who didn't watch the Kakashi Anbu fillers. So if you didn't watch them, I think this is a very well put in little flashback. To be fair though, it is Obito looking at Minato up on the Hokage monument and him thinking about that. So it actually works quite well contextually. And it's like when you see a flashback like this, you get mad. The reason I'm not mad about the Nine Tails flashback is it's all about introspection. We finally get to go into the masked man's head, who we now know is Obito, and hear his thoughts and what he's thinking. When he sees Minato Sensei, it's almost like Minato is staring right back at him. So going back to episodes 247 to 249, I wonder how much that'll change after you get all this context for what Obito was thinking during it. So yeah, I was thinking too much ahead of myself. I don't think these are problems. I actually believe that these are additions to the episode. So I don't have a problem with this episode, actually. Obito utters a really nice line. Minato Sensei, and what's cool is you get to hear his regular speaking voice, not his personified Madara speaking voice, which he uses the aid of white Zetsu to do. Because that's not his real voice. His real voice is still that of a child. All of this, as we see the picture graph of their team, Obito becoming a Chunin, the Kakashi Gaiden episodes, this world, as we see Rin getting Chidori'd, none of it matters anymore. And the best part of this is you can hear young Obito screaming this and adult Obito screaming this line. And you gotta understand is that Obito isn't just doing this because Rin died. Rin was merely the catalyst for him to see what the world truly was like, and that the world was corrupt and full of evil, and that nothing would change. And Madara was the manipulator that planted those seeds in his head and may have orchestrated something to the effect of what happened, because it is a little it does seem a bit convenient that Obito would just run into them like that. So I'm wondering if Madara had a plan for Rin to die somehow, because when you think about it, it is a bit contrived to have Obito just so happen to go to Kakashi and seeing Rin die. It's not the most contrived thing I've ever seen. I think it's I need to stop saying I think. I believe that it is well written. It's just that I can see why somebody would argue that. But I have a feeling that Madara had something to do with setting things up, and especially the manipulation towards Obito. None of it matters anymore is signifying Obito realizing that simple platitudes like there's good in the world, even his lines about even a lot of his beliefs just won't get them anywhere. They're futile. The world needs to be changed, and there's only one way to do it is with the Tsukiyomi. Really good stuff. So Madara and Naruto start fighting. Madara flexes his dick all over Naruto by using wood style all over him. This wood style dragon, which is apparently an ability that Hashirama used to restrain the Nine Tails once before. Really cool little piece of world building there, giving us some more context for how things must have went down during the past. I like that. Then we cut to Kakashi and Obito talking. These are probably my favorite parts of the episode, as Obito steals the show when he's on screen. At least in my opinion. Obito and Kakashi facing down is really, really well executed. mostly because of Kakashi's frame of mind and what he's thinking, how he's feeling, and just how much energy he's put out. So I know that people complain that Kakashi apparently using Kamui a bunch of times is a plot hole because he used it like twice in the Kazekage rescue mission, and that was enough to put him in the need of going to the hospital for a few weeks. Which is a fair point, but people don't realize that Kakashi has gotten immensely stronger since the first arc of Shippuden. And when he used it against Pain, he used Kamui twice after already expending a lot of energy. He already used many a jutsu fighting Pain before he used 2 more Kamui that sealed his fate. So that is actually balanced, and he gets a lot stronger during the war, obviously. And so far, this episode really shows it really nicely, is that Kakashi has already used Kamui, I believe, 4 times or so, and he's drained. He can barely move in this episode. He uses it again, sure, but that's enough to send him to the point where he literally can't do shit. And that's why I believe that it is actually nice that they give a reason for it. It's not no plot hole bullshit. People are just too quick to jump to conclusions with something they think is dumb and call it a plot hole. A plot hole is something that actually retroactively ruins or breaks the rules of the universe. Like, for example, imagine if we learn that the Rasengan, every time you use it, it drains 1 year of your lifespan. And by the end of Naruto's used the Rasengan 100 times. So it'd be like, why isn't Naruto dead? And then they explain it because Rasengan only counted when he was a kid. When he got older, it didn't do that anymore. It'd be like, yeah, that's pretty stupid. They don't explain it. That's a plot hole. I know I just explained a pretty poor plot hole in the sense that you would argue that would never happen in a story, but people need to realize that plot holes aren't so fucking simple to be called things that you simply don't like. Kakashi asks Obito, why ally yourself with Madara? And Obito has some really nice dialogue exchanges here. I've got nothing to say to you. And his voice acting just has a really just nice spice of condescension towards Kakashi and bitterness. It's really well done. All that's left is this final battle, and that is really good. The intro plays, and when we return, what I love is Obito, almost as like kind of a funny dick move, uses Kamui to give back the shuriken that were thrown in there before, and they Kakashi's forced to use Earth Style Mode Wall, which is another depletion of his chakra, a lot of it. Obito decides to use Kamui to force himself through the wall, and Kakashi is just caught off guard because he's already tired. He's very much on the verge of collapsing, and he doesn't want to hurt Obito. He's still in shock. He hasn't really come to terms with it. He's in denial of everything. So Obito has the upper hand here, and it feels like he's toying with Kakashi almost, because Obito could have just went for the head, haha, endgame, not Infinity War joke, but instead he fucking pops a huge shuriken right to his knee and just stabs it in there really deep, and then grabs Kakashi by the hand to stop him from falling backwards. Kakashi keeps talking to Obito, and Obito's just like, how about shutting up already? I dig that. Obito doesn't want to talk. It means nothing to him anymore. The Tsukiyomi is all that matters. This is all just the final hours before the end of the world. It doesn't matter anymore. Kakashi is actual like dirt beneath his feet. He doesn't want to hear it. It's really nice to see. Nice not in the sense that like I want to see Kakashi called trash, but it just makes sense for Obito's character. Kakashi just can't believe it. he just is shocked and stunned. He's pulled into the dimension very, very easily because he can't react. I love the style of the dimension with the grays and blues and the way that the colors shift. I also like the position that Kakashi is in, mirroring him being put into the Tsukiyomi by Itachi and OG Naruto. And I really do enjoy the flashbacks here because, yes, they are flashbacks that we've seen at least like 7 times before, but they have a nice shot where on the right side of the screen you see Kakashi's face, specifically the side of his face that doesn't have the Sharingan as the mirror to Obito himself, and he's thinking about Obito and everything that he had been through with Obito, because you have to remember this. Obito inspired everything that Kakashi wanted to be, everything that he did after his death. You can see this perfectly exemplified in the Anbu fillers. Go watch that if you haven't. It'll make this impact a lot more. It's really, really good. So that's why I can defend a little short 20-second flashback like that. I'm sure that when a lot of people see it, they simply just roll their eyes and are ready to go, "Oh my god, the episode's ruined! They showed a 20-second flashback!" And the only times that I can actually, like, you can critique the episode by saying, it has some flashbacks in it, but you shouldn't let that be, it ruined the episode, or it, like, made it worse. Like, you can critique it and say, there's a bit too many flashbacks in this episode. And at that point, it shouldn't lower the grade of the episode that much, unless it's the Orochimaru episode in the Tenchi Bridge, where they literally zoom in on his face for like 30 seconds straight. Then I will say that it does degrade the value of the episode. Then I'll agree with you. We actually see the extent of the wound that he got. It wasn't so much his knee, actually. It looks like he stabbed in the knee, but it's like his lower leg. It looks like it almost got an artery or something. The blood is pooling. That's a lot of blood. Kakashi, I really enjoy how he's just sitting there contemplating everything, thinking. It's really well done. And Kakashi says, "I am trash for sure." That is powerful to think about, because Kakashi just admitting that, wow, and this actually makes me sad. But Obito, you've always, as he uses the Kamui to get out of the dimension, been my hero. And that's why Obito is so important. That's why Kakashi thinking about these scenes in this little dimension is really well executed. So why? He can't accept that. He's still in massive denial over it. Kakashi starts to heavy breathe. That Kamui is basically, he's at 0 chakra right now. Any more, and he will die again. He's heavy, his breathing's heavy, he can barely stand, he's on the ground, and Obito starts talking to him. "We have the same eyes. So you made it out, huh? Obito, how did you end up like this?" I love this scene. Kakashi just is genuinely asking here, does it have to do with Rin? And you just see this nice shot of Obito's face as the shadows kind of darken and the shading is a little different to show how that actually got to him a little bit, but not in the way that you might think. It did make him think somewhat about the animosity that he holds for Kakashi for that. But no words are uttered. He doesn't go, "Kisama!" or like, or something. It's really good. Obito doesn't say anything. He just simply grabs his little thing and starts running at Kakashi. And Kakashi's reaction time is so slow. He's trying to do a jutsu and get up, but he can't. He literally cannot do it. Simply put, knee kick to the face. At this point, Kakashi can't do anything. He keeps remembering Obito. He's at the point where his resolve has not been strengthened to where he can fight Obito. And he gets stabbed right in the chest with it. Right in the chest. And just gets the shit kicked out of him. It is really, really hard to watch. And then, like, Obito uses this cross attack with the 2 gigantic shuriken and leaves this X on Kakashi's stomach. God, that would be so painful. He's flying backwards. Like, the amount of, like, this shot where you can see the dragon, all the trees and the wood style, Kurama, and you can see Obito looking down on Kakashi. It's a really good shot there. I really enjoy that a lot. I said trash should keep their mouth shut. Die. It's just wow. And Kakashi, once again, he can't move on now that Obito, because the beautiful thing is that Kakashi had already moved on from all of this when he met Team 7. But seeing Obito alive, it just opens that wound back up and he can't accept himself anymore. I couldn't keep my promise to you. You're right. I'm trash. And you can hear Kakashi, the way he's speaking, you can hear that like he's about to fucking cry. It's so well done. Just listen to his voice when you get the chance to at this part where he says I couldn't keep my promise to you. So what Kutsura. You can just hear it, you can feel it, you can see him sweating. He's about to pass out. But you're a hero of the leaf. There's no reason for you to become trash too. He still doesn't see Obito as anything else but hero. And he doesn't want him to stray further from the path of good. He doesn't want to see Obito become this. Obito starts to contemplate things for a second. He starts to think to himself. But that moment is short-lived, as he simply says this. He starts to laugh. This is reality. Those who bequeath and the bequeathed both. All shinobi who survive in this world become trash. So, Obito is saying the tools, people who use others, people who are the tools, people who strive for good, those people who say they are just, evil people, good people, everyone at the end is trash. All shinobi are trash. They are subject to a world that eventually leads them to the dark end, to this cycle of despair, cycle of hatred, and cycle of just damnation, if you will. I really like Obito's logic here. And he just says this. He admits to Kakashi, yes, I'm trash. The things that I've done aren't pretty. You and I are prime examples. I like that. Kakashi just can't believe what he's hearing. Naruto has a wonderful speech as the music gets really hype about how he's not trash and how he'll never let his comrades die. And that line alone is amazing, but what really made that line special to me is when Kakashi starts to think about it. And after watching again, like the Zabuza arc hooked me to Naruto. The Kakashi Gaiden arc ends right where the Zabuza arc begins. And to remember so long ago when Naruto was just a ignorant little 12-year-old, when Sasuke was still a rival best friend, when Sakura Haruno was just another kunoichi. Kakashi had stated this in front of him, Sasuke and Sakura, with a smile, I'll never let my comrades die. And it was because of Rin, Obito, and Minato that Kakashi had said this in the first place. Hearing these words brings Kakashi back to reality. I'm sorry, Naruto. I'm the one who taught you Obito's words, and yet I was about to waver again. The music just... it's so well done. Kakashi forces himself to stand back up. Without even any energy, his resolve is solidified just a little bit. Obito starts attacking, but Kakashi manages to... Right, kitty! That's so amazing. Kakashi declares that the only thing that he can do, the current him, is to protect the current Naruto. But the thing is as much as Kakashi does have his strength back and an amount of resolve that he can fight back, the voice actor is doing a wonderful job by still showing his huffs and wheezes. He's still doing this throughout this whole battle. It's just really well done. Like, I love it, and no one's paying attention to it. Like, it's not Kakashi, you're breathing really hard. Are you okay? Nothing like that. I like how he's holding his hands on his chest wound. Obito says, like, he starts to get a little angry. His eyebrows are furrowed. His face just has this little bit of animosity to it. You'll protect the current Naruto? And Kakashi falls to the ground again. He can't do this anymore. Even Guy Sensei has lost all of his energy. There's a really cool music track that starts playing as the tension builds. I don't think I've heard this track before, and if I have, then I've forgotten it. It's a really dope music track. Obito acknowledges this. A lightning blade that relies on the Sharingan. You've mastered your left eye. Even awakening the Mangekyo. But can you make it back from the other plane? In your current condition? And just so subtly, on his right side, the side that would have the Hashirama cells, he starts to use the Wood Jutsu to help suspend Naruto. And he's going to use the side with his the other side of his face to oh my god, go back to the trash heap, Kakashi. That is so fucking savage. Man, that is awesome. Oh, Kakashi is just like me. We see the ten tails still forming in that little shield that Madara created. I forgot what it was called, but it was like this fire shield thing that he made. And Gyuki, the eight tails, is like, holy shit, we're gonna have to start worrying about the ten tails. We get an amazing one of the most some nice comedy here is when Kurama asks Naruto to switch with him to help out with the battle, and Kurama asks Kakashi to grab his hand, and we see a little like moment where Kakashi's like, whoa, and that to me signified that, oh, he's probably got some chakra back. And Kurama just chucks Kakashi towards Obito and allows Obito, like, even Obito's surprised. He's like, wait, oh, okay, well, I'll just put you in my eye then. What I like about this is that he catches Obito. Oh, Obito catches Obito. Obito catches Kakashi by the crest on the back of the war outfit. Not war outfit. Kakashi's jacket. You know what I'm talking about. Really cool symbolism there. And I love this scene where Naruto is just like, even Obito just kind of shakes his head like, what was that? And Naruto's just sitting inside Kurama with like, it's so funny. The music gets all goofy and stuff. Naruto starts screaming and Kurama's just like, I love Kurama. Kurama, what the heck did you just do? And then Kurama, like the ass that he is, well, now you don't have any distraction. So I'm leaving the rest to you. Instead, we have an amazing scene. This scene is amazing. Where Kakashi secretly was giving, like, Obito starts to phase through Naruto's arm extension, but if you remember, he's not phasing through, he's just materializing his body into the Kamui plane. So Kakashi uses this opportunity to punch him as hard as he can right in the gut, so hard that he coughs up blood. And Kakashi's like, now that we know how your ability works, I can counter it. It's awesome.
But remember, guys, Naruto fights don't have any tactics. They're all about using blowing up techniques and meteors.
Here's another. Kakashi's resolve. Punch him, man. Fucking do it. Yeah. Obito starts to fall over to where his face gets into the Kami realm, and then Kakashi's like, oh yeah, that certainly is a pained face, Obito. And just smacks the fuck out of him. It's really awesome. Kakashi's had enough of this bullshit. And then Kurama just starts smiling. Kakashi did that over there. I gave him some chakra. Naruto, I'll show you how to do it later. So that means that Naruto is going to be able to learn how to give some chakra out to people, which is awesome. That's basically like a makeshift like healing. If you, well, it doesn't heal wounds, but it gives them chakra. So that's really useful. We get some really hype fucking music as Kakashi comes out of the realm. Naruto and oh, this scene is awesome. Naruto and the Eight Tails Gyuki create these massive Biju bombs. I love this music track. The doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. And they blast the heck out of the Ten Tails. They blast it to smithereens, and they're like, "We did it! Yay! We did it! Woo! Yeah!" And me, the viewer, I know that this isn't the case. And Naruto is even like, "Yosha!" And then this line is amazing. Kakashi, "It's over. Owari da? Owari doka." And Obito is just right there. Ah. Kono sekai ga na. Yeah, for this world. And then we see Madara just sitting, relaxing, seeing his efforts coming to realization. Now then, shall we get started? Oh! And we see the Ten Tails itself with like 6 tomoe, like it's opening its eye to like a Sharingan, 6 tomoe. The moon is blood red, and the Ten Tails has come out. What a great episode! Seeing the battle, like a small little taste of Obito fighting Kakashi, Kakashi getting his resolve back, Naruto saying that he's not going to let his comrades die to mirror the same exact line that Kakashi had said before. Kakashi realizing that he's not going to waver in his ways and become like he used to. Seeing more of Obito's thinking and how he operates. Obito refusing to talk to Kakashi, telling him to shut up and just fighting him, beating the absolute piss out of him. Some really nice example of tactical fighting in here. Kakashi just being shocked and defenseless and gasping for air constantly. He can't really rationalize what the hell's happening. Not until Naruto comes in. Naruto, our boy. And I just really like this episode. It was really good. It was really good. But guys, the Ten Tails is here. The Ten Tails is officially here. I don't know how we're gonna survive, but we're gonna need plenty of Biju bombs and like everything possible to destroy it. Like, it's crazy. Obito's an awesome character. I loved all the interactions he had with Kakashi in this episode. How savage he was, how amazing Madara was in the small little scenes that he had, especially his ending lines. Just some fantastic, stellar stuff here. Just really well done. My goodness, this episode was fan-fucking-tastic, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Well, I think that's about going to wrap up the discussion here for today. I just want to let you know that if you stayed all the way to the end, I really do appreciate it, and it means the world to me. Thank you so much. I also want to let you know that whether it's morning, day, evening, or night, wherever it is that you are, please stay safe out there, and be sure to take care. I'll see you guys next time for some more Naruto Shippuden greatness. More War Arc greatness at that. It's incredible. I hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you later.